We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Gage Bradshaw Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's lacrosse coach Gage Bradshaw. And Gage, guys are coming off a tough contest against Lake Erie. You fall by a point, 9-8. Talk about that Lake Erie game and kind of some of the things you saw.
Yeah, I mean, I think, for us, I think we kind of just proved to ourselves that we always have to come out on all cylinders, no matter the competition, no matter where we're at, home, away. I think our sport, any given Sunday, anyone can win, right? So, we have to make sure that we're doing everything we can to control what we can control, and I think that's what we took away from the Lake Erie game.
And one of the strongest facets for your team so far in the early season has been the defense. You kept Lake Erie off the board the entire first quarter. Talk about your defensive game and kind of what goes into that side of the ball.
Yeah, I think the defense, man, they have a lot of trust in each other. A lot of these guys have been playing together for 3-4 years. I think they finally kind of hit that, light switch for them that if we do X, we get Y. And I think that buy-in, along with having a good goalie in the net, has really produced some great defensive performances. And I think the goal right now is to keep that rolling.
And the leader on that side, obviously, Austin Hall. He's had a bunch of great games in a row. He leads the GMAC in saves per game. Talk about Austin and kind of the leadership he brings to that side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hall is, he's pretty intense when he needs to be, but he also knows how to talk to guys in the right moments. I think he, makes guys step up to the standard that we expect to be at, and fills a lot of those holes. Maybe if we miss an assignment or miss a slide, he's able to kind of bail us out and then look at those guys and be like, hey, I got that one, you got the next one. I think he just is able to kind of bring those guys together, and I think he's a guy that the defense wants to play in front of. So.
And then on the offensive side, Dylan Laverne had another big game for him. 2 goals, 1 assist in the contest. Talk about him and kind of how he stepped up into that role after you guys lost some shooters last year.
Yeah, I think Dylan Laverne does a great job of letting the game come to him. He's a very skilled player, two-handed player, tough and knows the game well. But I think he does a great job of not forcing issues. I think he does a great job of knowing his role, and if that's to be a scorer or be a shooter or, be a passer, he lets the game come to him, and I think that's why he's had such good success early in the season.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's lacrosse coach Gage Bradshaw. And Gage, you guys heading into this stretch, you only have one more non-conference game the rest of the year. The rest is in GMAC play. Talk about this conference and some of the challenges it's going to bring this season.
Yeah, I think every team is so close to each other, right? We all have things that we do well. We all have things that we need to work on and build on, and so I think as coaches, the guys that are doing the film and doing the study and the scouts, we all know that, right? And so it's now coming down to, investment, buy-in, work ethic, and I think you're starting to see those teams shine and make progress and do the right things. And I think it's anybody's race in the GMAC, right?
And you guys obviously have Walsh coming up here next, a big game for you guys. You got kicked out of the GMAC tournament by them last year. Talk about how you kind of keep your emotions in check and kind of some of the things the Cavaliers bring.
I think rather than, dwelling on last year, it's how do we learn from last year, and then I think taking the X's and O's, the experience and the things that we did well in that game to this year's game. But then I also think what we didn't do well and maybe what we didn't handle well last year and throwing those away and kind of mind dumping that and getting rid of it, right? So I think for us to keep our emotions, keep our cool, and know that it's one possession at a time is how we, go out there and perform at a high level.
And finally, going to be in front of the home fans again at Bishop Schmidt Field. You've had a healthy home schedule to start the year. Talk about the home field and kind of how that kind of helps you heading into this match.
Yeah, I think we're really fortunate, whether it's the student body or family, friends that drive in, fly in, whatever it is, or alumni that come out. We have a couple alumni coming out for this weekend. It's just all buy into each other, and I think being able to do that at a home crowd, we feel that not only from a locker room aspect, but just from a program as a whole aspect. When we score, it's loud. When we make plays, there's always some sort of noise and volume following it, which I think gives our guys a little bit extra juice. I've said it a million times before too. Being able to sleep in your own room, be around your own teammates, be what you're comfortable in, go through your pregame ritual. When you're not staying in a hotel or you're not staying away from home, allows you to get a little bit extra edge on the other team.
Thanks, Gage. Good luck tomorrow. Can't wait to see you out there.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Zach.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.